Hey, my chosen for a reason family. Why do we insist on trying to figure things out ourselves when we don't have to? Why do we insist on making ourselves anxious? Why do we think that if we just stress over a thing, that that's going to change the situation? I know for me, it has never changed anything for me. All it has done is make me even more anxious, even more upset. It even says in the Bible, by worrying, does that add time to our lives? I know I'm paraphrasing, but does it? I have realized that there are a lot of things that are out of my control. There are things that I just cannot handle. I just cannot do by myself. But where it is impossible for me, it is never impossible for God. You done it yourself your whole life. And where has it gotten you? You're still dealing with the same stuff, same situation, same issues. So how about today, you just give it to God. If you don't know what that looks like, it can be something as simple as, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. Lord, I don't understand what's going on. Please help me with this. Give me the answer. Simple as that. Stop trying to take on something that was never meant for you to take on in the first place. God never wanted us to handle our own problems, try to figure out things. He wanted us to give it over to Him. But the problem with us, because that's been a major problem with me that I'm learning to release each and every day, is we want to hold on to our problems. We don't want to release them. And sometimes when we do release them, we want to pick them back up. Can't do that. I have learned that God is going to take care of it. Sometimes the very thing that you're holding so hard onto is the very thing that He's wanting you to release to Him so He can fix it for you. But I don't know why we as a people are so afraid to let go of our problems. We're afraid to just let them be. If we're constantly in God's way, He cannot work it out for us. Maybe the reason why you can't sleep, maybe the very reason why you're so anxious about a situation, maybe the very reason why things are not working out in your favor, because that is God telling you to release it. Release it to me. Release it to me. You have no business holding on to all of this. It's standing in the way of what it is that you're really supposed to be doing. Daughter, son, release it to me and let me figure it out. Let me work it out for you. If you have your hands in it, He can't make a move because you are in His way. So get out of His way. Release it to Him. Let Him work it out for you. I know part of the reason why we don't want to let go of things is because it's a control thing. We want the situation to come out the way that we want it to come out. But one thing I've realized is God answers our prayers, whether we believe it or not. Sometimes the thing that we are wanting to hold on to so much But he's wanting us to release it because he knows that is not for us. He's wanting us to release it because it's something better for us. And if it is for us, he cannot do nothing when we're constantly standing in his way. The best thing that you can do is to let go and let God. And this is something that it took me a long time to understand. What does that mean, let go and let God? Release it. Let him have it. Let him put his hands on it. Let him breathe on it. He can do the impossible. He could bring things back to life. Things that you never thought would happen. With God, it can. But only if it's in his will. So, I think we be knowing that God can do all things. Like I said, we're just afraid to relinquish that control because we know that if we give him that control and most of the stuff that we be wanting, he like, that's not what I got for you. So we be knowing that it's going to be gone in a minute. So you want to know why we need to give our problems to the Lord? Because he knows us best. He's the one who created us. We be thinking we be knowing better than him. We don't even know what in the world we're doing. And sometimes when we realize we release the things to him, maybe they will come back, maybe they won't. But we realize that after we release that very thing that we were stressing on, what is this on my forehead? But we realize that the very thing that we were trying to hold on to, that we've been stressing off of, when we let it go, life be that much better. And it's like, the very thing that I was holding on to was the very thing that was stressing me. How much better you be feeling when you just release it. Let God do his job. Let him do his thing. Just let him do his thing. Get out of his way. I love y'all.